Hello Year 5 and welcome to Thursday's lesson. Today we are going to be boxing up our model text. And so if you do not have Teams, you need a piece of paper and a pen. And if you do have Teams, then we'll be going through the task for today. So I'm going to share my screen. Let's have a look at our steps to success and our LO. So our LO is to box up the text, and our steps to success. The ways that we can do this and to be successful is I can understand a text purpose. We know why we're writing the text. I can remember key vocabulary and sentences from the text. So in the box up, you'll be able to remember key vocabulary, and I can pull apart elements of the text. So similar to what we did yesterday, we're going to be pulling it apart to be able to plan it. So let's go to the next slide. Our starter, Miss Morvenna, she wants you to write 3 descriptive sentences about this picture. So our text is about a dog, and I've chosen a dog picture, and I'd like you to write 3 sentences describing this picture. So hopefully your sentences will be really descriptive and wonderful, and you can put those on Teams for me to see or email them if you can't access Teams. We're going to have a look at our model text now. So I'm going to read it to you. Should dogs be kept on leads in parks? There has been a long-standing debate on whether dogs should be kept on leads or left to stroll freely. Some members of the public believe that dogs should not be permitted to bound around parks without a lead. Others claim leads can cause choking and are cruel. We will now examine both sides of the argument. Excuse me. Firstly, it is far safer for children playing in the park if the dogs are kept on their leads. Some dogs may be aggressive, therefore they are more likely to bite humans. It is known that 50% of children, mostly boys, are bitten by a dog each year. In addition to this, if a dog is kept on their lead, they are less likely to run away. When using a lead, the owner is always able to keep their canine at their side. Appallingly, over 500,000 dogs in the United Kingdom go missing each year due to owners refusing to use collars and leads. On the other hand, it is very well understood that dogs require exercise every day. Therefore, dogs need the space and freedom to run around and fully exercise their body. This is not possible when being held on a lead because dogs are able to run 3 times as fast as humans. Furthermore, dogs need to be able to socialize with other dogs. This allows them to build friendly relationships with other canines. Research suggests that dogs are less aggressive when they frequently interact with other dogs. Finally, many people believe that the use of leads to be cruel. This is because there is a risk of choking if a dog tries to run. In conclusion, I feel that dogs should be kept on a lead when in public parks, especially at peak times, as this is much safer for both dogs and humans. Ideally, there should be areas created exclusively for dogs within all parks to allow them to spend time off their leads. Okay, so hopefully that will jog your memory back into English brain. So, why do we box up? Why do we box up? Especially boxing up a text we've already read. Sometimes that can seem a little bit funny. Well, we box up to help us to plan out and think about the way the author has planned it. So it helps us with our own plans further down the line. We can understand how the text is structured, the words that have been used, the flow of the writing, and it helps us to unpick the way that the author thought, so we can think like that when we write our own balanced arguments. So today we're going to be modelling up and boxing up our models. So this is the box up. It is on the Teams assignment sheet. If you do not have Teams, you will need to copy down this table. And I'm going to show you a model of how to box up the model text. So it says, paragraph, introduction. What is the argument about? 1 reason for and 1 reason against. Any features you can see. So I'm looking in the first paragraph. What is the argument about? So there's been a long-standing debate on whether dogs should be kept on leads. So that's my argument. So I'm going to put in on whether kept on leads. Right, so that's what my argument is about. And it's just bullet points. So it doesn't have to be long sentences or anything, just bullet points so that we know what the text is about. So it's just a little bit bigger. Next point. one reason for, so I'm going to find one reason for, so I'm going to do that in blue. Some members of the public believe dogs should not be, so they want dogs to be kept on leads, so dogs should not be permitted to wander around parks. And then my others claim leads can cause choking and accrual. So I'm going to put my point for some people against leads cause choking and are cruel. And then any features I can see. Wow, I've got a some other sentence. I have generalizers because I've got some, many people. Got anything else? Let's just mix a little bit more in the box. Got some other sentence, generalizers. Let's have a look at high level vocabulary. So anything I can add into here whilst I'm here. So I'm going to do high level vocabulary in this box. And that's any words you think you would like to model or Magpie. So I'm going to choose long standing. I like that. I like members of the public as a phrase. I think that's quite good. Examine is quite high level vocabulary. Permitted. So I'm just going to put a few of those in there. Just type permitted, long standing, members of public, examine. It's got 4 that I can then Magpie for my own writing. There we go. Okay, so I've done the first paragraph, the introduction. I've said what the argument is about, my for point, my against point, and my my features, my some other sentence, and my generalizers. Then I can move on to the next box. I'm going to get my highlighter and have a look at what it is asking you to find. So it says points for why dogs should be on leads. So safer for children. Some dogs are aggressive, so I can just bullet point those. Safer. Right, so those are my, that's one of my points. It's safer for children. So I'm just bullet pointing again. It doesn't have to be a sentence. That in my box. Then I'm going to put my evidence. I know that 50% of children are bitten. I know that if they're kept on a lead, they're less likely to run away. 500,000 dogs run away, there's my 50%. So I can put less likely away, 500,000. And then I can put in for my features. I've got facts, I've got fronted adverbial, generalizers, and for my high level vocabulary, I can put in things. Let's see what I'd like to put in for my high level vocabulary. For me, is aggressive again. That one was quite a good word. In addition, that's quite a good one. Canine, means dog. Appallingly, that's a good word. Refusing. So let's just put those ones in to my table. Aggressive. In addition, line, using. And I pop those into my table. Got a bit small there. So I've got frontal adverbials, I've got generalizers, and that's my second paragraph done. Now you can move on to your next paragraph, which is the against paragraph. You need to find points why dogs should be allowed off the lead and evidence to back up the point. Can you see any features and high level vocabulary? And then the conclusion. Okay, that's what you need to do on Teams. You can come back to the video to look at the way that I've modelled it. You can take some ideas from me, but the model text and this box up are both on Teams. And if you do not have Teams, you need to draw the table. Have a lovely time boxing up the text, and I will see you tomorrow for our feature hunt. Bye.